People must first of all be properly married to Jesus before they can marry their finances. No matter how little your income is, please don't eat all.
But most families, every provision God makes is for food. Not just food to put on the plate, clothes, shoes, handbags, to match, ashobi, uniform, all that.
A lot of money is spent for reception, whereas that is capital you are throwing away. Another thing also that people are allergic to is this issue of should we operate a joint account or separate account? And I said that once we have come to terms with joint ownership, then it doesn't matter whether you have 10 separate accounts, because what will be in those 10 separate accounts will still be our own. And that's what we encourage. But again, another thing too is that a family must be totally agreed with each other. And even in the way they run family finances, for them to operate what? A joint account. For instance, my wife and I, we operate a joint account, and any one of us is a signatory. You know, she can sign whether I'm there or not. I can sign whether she's there or not. And it is because there is absolute trust. And, you know, I don't have anything doing with money behind her. I don't have any private affair that I will have to use money privately without her knowing it. And it is the same thing with her. And severally, she has gone to withdraw money. I have gone to withdraw money for us without anything. All these years that we have been married, we have had no cause to struggle about the use of what? Finance. We have had no cause to struggle with that.
And but others who in marriage they knew they wanted to be one. Quickly at the beginning they do joint. They say let's be one, and they open joint account. But their work with God is not right.
Yeah.
Either one or both. And they begin to. I remember a lady where the man cleared the account. Yes. He had other agenda apart from the family agenda. He cleared the account. And the time that the woman was earning much more than him, the time she thought they should have enough money to buy a car, when she went, the account was empty. That woman got a stroke and eventually died. And many are being disappointed. And that's why many are afraid, especially wives, to put joint account with the man because they are not sure of his movement. You must be sure that you walk with God.
Yes.
You must be sure that both of you love God, so that you will we will love each other and be sincere in your dealing with money. There are women that the husband, they will agree that this amount should go to the market and get this for us. She will go and deviate and buy other things privately and hide them and come and tell lies of increased money. You see, when people are still at that level, they don't fear God. They are living for the now. They are not living for eternity. So we are talking about people who are committed to the Lord, committed to each other, and their relationship together.
In other words, people must first of all be properly married to Jesus before they can be properly married to marry their finances. When people are not properly married to Jesus, they cannot even be properly married. The oneness we read in Genesis chapter 2 and verse 24 is that you must leave father and mother. Not just father and mother, but any other thing that, you know, will come between you and your spouse. You have to leave it. And sometimes even friends. In other words, if you have a friend that is not adding value to your life and to your marriage, then that's not a friend to keep. That's not a friend to keep. In fact, anything that is taking you away from the family and anything that is making you to sideline your spouse is something that you need to leave aside. And because if you don't leave, you cannot unite. And if you don't unite, you cannot become one. And once you have left, once you are united, once you have become one, that means that your pocket have also become one. You know, that's an important biblical principle that we have used over the years we have experienced.
And even in the management, even for people who say they are committed to the Lord, they are very selfish in the use of money.
Wow, that's it.
They only remember their side of the family.
That's it.
They visit his family, they buy things, food and clothes and items for his family. But he doesn't remember that his wife comes from a family that needs to be remembered too. That is selfishness. You also find wives that actually cut corners with family resources and they take care of their side. You see, if you are at that level, then pulling resources together will be detrimental. One family will be starving while the other, school fees, everything is the other person that is taken care of. And normally such things are done in secret. They are not done openly. The error comes when the people that are being given think that you are one. Then they tell the other person, thank you so much for the school fees you sent. And the person is shocked. And I asked him, he said money has finished. I was wondering how it finished. So you see, that has brought a lot of heartbreak in the use of money. And so don't be selfish.
You know, you have raised an important matter in the management of finance. Where there is selfishness, even in the appropriation, you will see it there. You see a situation, like you said, that everyone, both the couple, the husband, the wife, they are thinking about I, me, myself. You know, so they spend so much money on themselves at the expense of the spouse and even the family as a whole. And that is wrong. That's wrong. And like I said, that the issue is not about how much you earn, but how well you manage, you know, what you earn. And if you earn much, but you are not managing it well, in fact, you will not even see what you are doing with it. So we've talked about savings. What about investment? This is something that I believe that every family also must go into, no matter how small, no matter how small, no matter how little your income is. Please don't eat all, because from what you earn, know that there is bread inside. Know also that part of it is seed. So don't eat the seed and the bread. Make sure that you preserve it. Make sure that you preserve it. But of course, I know that there are housewives that have gone into investment, but you know, the partner is borrowing and borrowing and borrowing from it and never paying back. Now, if you are in an investment and you are borrowing and you are not paying back, you know the business will die. First of all, if it is an investment, whatever it is only the profit, the proceed that is your own. It's only the profit that is for the use of the family. So, but for younger families that are coming up, develop a saving culture, develop an investment culture, so that you are not solely depending on your salary as a means of livelihood. But you know, above all, you need to note that God is your source. Yes, sir.
And you know, another thing he said is, God gives seed to the sower, 2 Corinthians 9 verse 10, and bread to the eater. But most families, every provision God makes is for food. Not just food to put on the plate, clothes, shoes, handbags, to match, ashobi, uniform, all that. Many people don't like difficulty. You are used to eating meat inside soup. Now meat, 1 kilo is 5,000 or 5,000 plus. Then you say you must eat meat. No, you must adjust. You will bear me witness, some of you husbands and wives out there, that there were times your spouse was saying their spirit is not agreeing with this investment you want to make. You insisted. Some have buried millions in Padana because they didn't listen to their spouses. But if you work together, even if you get it wrong, you know that both of you got it wrong. You ask God for mercy so that next time you will get it right.
But let me say something to young couples. You know, I see that now young couples going into marriage, and then they are spending 500 and more to hire a hall for reception. That is a total waste. A lot of money is spent for reception, whereas that is capital you are throwing away. I am saying this to young couple, you are not competing with anybody. So that money that you would have wasted on hiring halls in hundreds of thousands to impress people, that's something that you can use actually to start something for your family.